And that's why sometimes I think it's hard when I do tell my story, because where I started to where I am, like, I don't even know who that woman was. So when I first started coming, it was just me and my kid, and he would come in here and I was alone in the back. But then in the middle of that, the beginning of my separation and divorce proceedings started. So I hid in the back row. I was the girl that sat in the back row and cried her eyes out every single Sunday. I was a homeowner. I had 2 jobs. I had lots of money. I thought I had the beautiful life that other people would have been jealous of. You know, I had a husband, a dog, a cat, a fenced-in backyard and a pool, and, and I live in Ross. These were all things that to be really proud of, and really, my status looked really good. Overnight, literally overnight, every single thing that I just listed off was gone. I thought I was untouchable for years, and then I lost it all. I was an avid member of my church growing up. I was a youth group leader at 18 years old. I loved God, I lived for God. And then life happened, and I got really ashamed and ran from God and pretended like he was a non-factor. And I danced with the devil for way too long in all of my life decisions. Lots of things should have killed me. The worship songs are exactly what I needed to hear. And it was the first message within the Wilderness series, and that wrecked me. And I just remember just sitting there the entire time, just bawling my eyes out. And I had never really gone up and asked for prayer, like during the final song. And my son kind of tugged me and said, "Mom, you need to go ask for prayer." And when I went and asked for prayer, the woman that prayed for me then invited me to small group that I attended that Wednesday. And it was the women in that small group who really have made my faith journey kind of explode, because I've never experienced such love and acceptance and, just true sisterhood from complete strangers that, now, here we are, almost a year later, and I would call every single one of those women my family. Everything you have is it's on loan. It's not yours. None of this belongs to us. So, and I was very ungrateful. I definitely thought that all of that stuff, I worked real hard for it, so it was mine, I earned it, and everybody should kiss my feet because look what I did. And it was all you sure? And then I had nothing, absolutely nothing. I lost both of my jobs overnight, an entire house and all of its belongings that were mine became not mine anymore. My kids are not mine. And yet I still know that my God is good all the time. And I thought I was untouchable for years, and then I lost it all. And he pulled me out, That was also the day that I stopped drinking. And as of the 25th of this month, I'm 11 months sober. So it's how can you not be so grateful for that? The gratitude piece, that's why I worship the way that I do. That's why I stand in the front with my arms literally as high as they can possibly go, knowing that everyone around me can see me. And I used to be ashamed of that. I used to be embarrassed, oh, please don't look at me. No, look at me. Look at me. You wanna know God? Look at me, because he changed me. I don't know how else to describe that other than God said, drop every bit of shame that you've ever experienced in life and just worship me. And that's what I do.